Legend War here, and today we've got a Saving a Disaster battle. If we don't win it, it'll be a Saving a Disaster campaign, playing as Alariel, where over the end turn what's going to happen is this blood voyage is going to attack the Shrine of Khaine, and just reading the email he says, I forced March to defend it, now I'm getting crushed, I even tried recruiting extra Lord and some renowned units, I just can't seem to win, I hope you can work your magic. Cool, so let's do some magic! So let's see what we can do here. If we could try... Ooh, that's not good. If we could try to get...
Of the your word shall reach the Phoenix throne.
Nah. Okay, alright. I'm just having a look at what I can do.
Chosen of Isha.
Alright, so it's still pretty early game.
High Elven Archmage.
And you didn't put the army inside the settlements. That's... Probably would be better if we were standing in there. But another option is, since this one here isn't, what type of wizard is this? Fire. Yeah, it's fine. If you transfer these units into that army, they won't be on force march anymore. Just whatever is left in Alariel's army. So that's one way that we could get rid of some of our fatigue, because it does hurt us a little bit in the battle. The big thing here is the blood voyage. They're all perfect vigor, but they don't seem like overall a particularly strong army. But the thing is, I would like for Alariel to be in command of that battle. So we have a choice to make here. Alariel commands the army, tired, or the other one commands the army, not tired. If we have a look at how we've leveled up, she hasn't gone down the red line, so it's not going to boost them at all being in Alariel's army, except for the sisters here. So what we should do is have that one command the battle. So take... No, that one can stay. Okay, take all of those. Okay, and then have Alariel just make sure that she's coming in from the rear. Otherwise she'll come in at an awkward angle. Okay, now that should make a pretty big difference. Let's just see how it goes. Now, this is one of those cases where it doesn't matter how strong you are or how weak you are. They're going to make the attack no matter what because they're not a regular faction. So, boosting our force to make them just not decide to attack just won't work. We have to actually beat them here. Okay, balance of power is even. Alariel should be coming from our rear. And this also means that it's going to be minimum time to set up. Whereas the way he had it before, they were both standing outside the settlement. We would have had to scramble to get organized. That's not going to be the case now. So, let's go in and see how we go. Definitely makes sense to control a large army. They don't have any reinforcements and we do. Now, I've always found that defending the Shrine of Khaine is one of the worst defensive positions in the game. It's just terrible terrain, especially for archers. There are a few places where you can put potential choke points, but on very hard battle difficulty, it's not great. So my advice to people is, if you see someone coming to the Shrine of Khaine, let them have it, okay? The Shrine of Khaine ain't worth shit. Let them have it. Let them blow it up. Who cares? Do you really want the Sword of Khaine? It's really strong. Okay, so we could position ourselves over here. That way we can't be flanked from this position. But it's still coming down the hill. The defender has the low ground. That's what makes this such a crappy map. Well, so does the attacker as well. They put the hill in the center. I guess the way they designed this is that both sides were supposed to clash in the middle. But the problem is that always gives the advantage to the AI. So... not going to do that. Alariel's going to come in from a fairly awkward spot if we put it here. But if we stand here, I honestly don't like that even more. So I will position myself here, and we'll just see how this goes. Alright, so... how are we going to do this? Let's organize a little bit. Okay, that's all. We need a fairly sturdy front line. And then just just make it as difficult as possible to get to all of our archers all at once. We're a little bit cramped, that's for sure. I'll need you to lure some of their units away. Same thing with you, because I don't think taking on their full army all at once, because you see the bounce power's not in our favor. I don't think taking on their full army all at once is going to be a good idea. This will tank. Oh, wrong one. Okay. So yeah, if we could get the attention of the Cold One Dread Knights, one option with here is to drag some units over there early. Maybe I'll do that. Yeah. Let's do that. How about you? You stay here, because this will outrange anything that they've got. Although it's pretty much entirely melee. If we can get them to come at us early, that'd be good. And then Alariel's just gonna have to run over here with what she's got. I'm gonna move these over here. It's a little bit of a better position. Okay, move to there. It's kind of too tight for it to be checkerboard. Alright. Most of our units are hidden as well. I guess that could be useful. It's also a really small map. Okay. That's it. Just so that we don't have to deal with their entire force all at once. Try and get them to come at us in waves. Okay, bounce power actually looks okay. But yeah, definitely got to get them over here. Because these Illyrian Reavers, they're not going to do any damage, not really. So at the very least, if we could have these Cold One Dread Knights just not bother us for a little while, that'd make a big difference. Oh, they did that. That's okay. With the dragon still coming at us, this gives us an opportunity to kill the dragon nice and early. Honestly, that's not going to do shit, but still. That's it. Get rid of this dragon nice and early. Okay, we want to come around the back of them here, make them chase after us. Alright, I need you to try to draw them away from here. We don't want to be fighting them all at once, like I was saying. Good amount of damage done to the dragon there. We got in the better of them in that little scuffle. How are we going? Come on, I need you over here. That's it, just draw them away. Good, that's a complete miss from them. Because yeah, if you're going up against a superior melee force, one thing that you can do is just the old divide and conquer. Confuse the hell out of them, make them split up their force. Because what the AI tries to do is attack all of your forces with all of their forces relatively evenly. So have some of your forces engage, and have some of your forces just be a bitch. And they won't understand what's going on. Just let them fire whatever targets they want. This is really rough terrain, so things can get really derpy. Right, you're gonna have to stay behind there. They're only dryads. Yeah, that'll pretty much kill them. Okay, we're gonna shoot this. You have to stay there. How are we going over here? Yeah. This is working out pretty well. Okay, we probably did a bit of damage to our own dryads there, but we did more damage to them than to us. Okay, keep that locked down. Oh, not good. Get him out of there. Okay, Hydra selected, but the dragon's dead. Okay, charge into their rear. Yeah, it's on very hard battle difficulty. And that's it. Like I said, just don't let them get easy access to kills. Make it as difficult for them as possible. And we're winning. So yeah, just a small adjustment can make such a big difference as to just the order of which your units come in. Can make all the difference here. This one's about to get wiped out. Let's try not to lose it.
orders. Handmaiden of the Ever Queen. Magics on
Let's have our melee infantry tank it while the archers shoot. Doesn't even need much micro, really. Just once it's set up, that's good to go.
on the way.
And then you just adjust where things are going wrong. That's taken enough casualties, just keep it out.
Handmaiden of Alaria.
The vortex
That general's
of
almost dead.
Storm Riders.
Okay, need to get rid of this fucking Hydra.
To battle. For Ulthuan.
Priestess of Isha. Isha! Let
Illyrian archers. Fire.
Oh, good. I'm not seeing any issues here. Okay, they got the army losses. They're all broken. All right, and our archers didn't take much damage. That was like the primary force that we've got. Maybe some of our spearmen took a bit of damage, but that's okay. They're easily replaced. But I don't think any units got wiped out. The Sisters of Avalon didn't take any damage at all. And what we'll do here, let's get these three together
Destiny sends me.
and let Alariel heal them a bit. But yeah. So we turned a battle that this guy couldn't win into something that really couldn't be lost just by making just some tiny little adjustments. And that's what it really is all about, making good decisions on the campaign so that your battles are in your favor. It's not about the units that you bring. It's about all the other little things. Well, you know, the units you bring does make a big difference, actually. But the order in which they come in, the location that they come in, being in force march, all of these things can make a big difference. And just make sure that you're not screwing yourself over on the campaign just to get a battle in. Didn't really need to do that. Seems like the other Illyrian Reavers ran off the battlefield, but this one here's cleaning them up a bit. Should be very easy to finish them off now. Although this is a red area, so we're probably not going to get much replenishment, if at all. But the bulk of the army is sitting inside the settlement. That's another thing as well. When it comes to minor settlements, you probably want to stand inside the settlement, unless you're really confident that it doesn't matter where you come from. So, you know, if you've got single entity spam, single entity melee spam is usually fine. But otherwise, put your armies inside your minor settlements. But if it's a walled settlement, sometimes you want to put it outside the city. Sometimes. Because that way, they have to attack you if they want to get the garrison out that turn. Otherwise, they besiege the settlement, and then they're stuck between your zone of control and the garrison, and then you can attack them on your turn, which just screws them over. So, rule of thumb is this, and this is just a general rule of thumb, so it's not to be taken, like, every single situation has to be like this, but the general rule of thumb, as in 90% of the time, if it's a walled settlement, you can leave your army outside the city. If it's a non-walled settlement, put your army in the city. Even if it's on force march, it's fine. Alright, we're pretty much done here. So that one there took the biggest beating, but that one really did a good job, even though it didn't do a lot of kills, by distracting their army, like a lot of those Cold One Dreadnoughts, for such a long time. It allowed us time to, like, kill that dragon. That dragon really didn't do much, because those 4 units at the bottom there, those were going to be the biggest problem. And although one of them got quite a few kills in, the other 3 didn't. None of our units got wiped out.
The Assa do not bend.
And we could replenish
Their lives.
or get money.
Perhaps their master values them.
Kind of feel like money would be a better option here. Alright, I gotta make this decision here. So you got 18 influence. Advisor to the king is very useful. You're playing on very hard campaign difficulty. Income from all buildings, minus 5% at this point, isn't that big of a deal, and I feel like you need some influence. You lost about 100 income per turn. Not that big of a deal. We would have made up for that with the lit money we got from this. Alright, well that's pretty damn easy to finish off now, but now you can take Alariel out, give her back the army, so that she gets the primary bit of experience from that. And then that's it, that's the Blood Voyage done for now. But my recommendation with Shrine of Khaine is probably wall it up, because that ground defensive position sucks, and you're going to be fighting, that's not the only Blood Voyage you're going to have to fight, and that's usually the first place most enemies land is the Shrine of Khaine. It's pretty easy for them to take it, so wall it up. Anyway, otherwise the campaign itself is looking like it's going fine, apart from your low reliability. I don't know what you did there, but that could be a problem. But at least you've got Khaine as an ally, so that helps. Hopefully your reliability cleans up pretty quickly, because otherwise it's going to be a while before you get some confederations. But you got to get yourself some more influence, so get some nobles and sort that out. But that all just comes with, you know, you got to get these levels up here. I don't know why you built that there. That shouldn't be there, because that doesn't increase your capacity. Like, income from entertainment buildings or regions in the province. You haven't made any entertainment buildings. Like, why is that there? That's literally providing you with nothing. So do yourself a favor, get rid of that, and tidy this up a bit. Basically, put a growth building in, get this to tier 4 quicker. Anyway, that's the end of this one, guys. Hope you learned something, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time, fuckers. Bye.